More than 3,000 years ago, a group of unknown peoples appeared in the eastern Mediterranean. They left no monuments, no books, only ruins. They are known as the Sea Peoples, and their history is one of the greatest enigmas of the ancient world. Between 1200 and 1150 BC, entire cities vanished from the map. Mycenae, Ugarit, and many other powers collapsed. Something significant was happening, and at the center of it all were they, peoples who arrived by sea and land without warning. Who were these invaders? They did not speak a single language, nor did they share a flag. The Egyptians mention them in their texts as the Shur-Den, Peleset, Jeker, Denyen, and Shikalesh, among others. They seem to come from different regions. Some historians believe they were desperate migrants. Others, organized warriors in search of new lands. But one thing is certain. Their passage left an irreversible change. It was the beginning of the end for several Bronze Age civilizations. The Hittite Empire, one of the most powerful of its time, was completely destroyed. Mycenae in Greece lay in ruins. Even Egypt, under Ramses III, had to defend itself with all its might to avoid being swept away. Egyptian records from Medinet Habu describe a great battle. According to Ramses III, the Sea Peoples attacked by sea and land, with women, children, and livestock. They were not just invaders. They seemed to be migrating en masse, perhaps fleeing from a greater crisis. Ugarit, a coastal city in present-day Syria, was completely destroyed. We know this from clay tablets that tell how the rulers sought help just before the attack. After that, silence. It was never rebuilt. What could have caused this massive movement? There are many theories. Earthquakes, droughts, internal rebellions, climate changes, or the collapse of trade. Whatever the cause, the Sea Peoples were the catalyst for a monumental change. Modern archaeology has uncovered remnants of battles, burned cities, and massive migrations. But it has not been able to definitively answer where these peoples came from or how they managed to cause such a devastating impact in such a short time. The Peleset, one of the mentioned groups, settled in the region of Canaan, and may have been the biblical Philistines. If true, they would have a much more lasting role in the history of the ancient Near East. What makes the Sea Peoples so intriguing is that, unlike other ancient cultures, they left no temples or permanent cities. Their history is told through the debris they left behind and what others wrote about them. Some experts think they were not a single group, but a combination of displaced tribes that formed temporary alliances. The truth is that their arrival completely changed the geopolitical balance of the Mediterranean. After their passage, international trade diminished, many routes disappeared, and written knowledge was lost in various regions. It was a kind of dark age that lasted for centuries, and it all began with the arrival of these peoples. Over time, the Sea Peoples dissolved into local populations or disappeared from the historical record. We do not know if they were defeated, assimilated, or simply ceased to exist as a cohesive group. Today, more than 3,000 years later, archaeologists, linguists, and historians continue to search for clues. Each discovery raises new questions. Were they victims of a global crisis, or its protagonists? And why do they remain so invisible in our history? Did you enjoy this story? Then subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to not miss more mysteries from the past. Every week, a new journey into the depths of history.